Okay, here we have another example that is a little bit different, and that's going to require the law of cosines. Now let's see why that is. If notice what I have here are two sides, side C and side B, and I have angle alpha. To do law of sines, I need sine alpha over A, which is an unknown, would be equal to sine gamma over C. So I have two unknowns in that, and I can't use the sine. And the same thing would happen, the law of sines. And the same thing would happen if I tried to use sine of beta over little b equal to sine of alpha over little a. I'd still have two unknowns there, and I can't do that. But what I could do is to use the law of cosines here. And the law of cosines is going to allow me with one angle and two sides to solve for the third side. So I'm going to go ahead and solve for that and use the law of cosines here. Not the definition of cosine, sorry. The law of cosines. Now it gives you everything out here. And what I'm looking for is a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2 times the given sides, which is BC, B times C minus the cosine of alpha. Alright, so I'm ready now to find this, to just calculate this using my calculator. So just recall again what we've done. The law of cosines allows me with two sides and one included angle to solve for the opposite, for the side opposite the angle that is an unknown. And so I start with a squared is equal to the sum of the squares of the two known sides, so that's b squared plus c squared, minus 2 times the product of the two known sides, side b plus times side c, and then that times the cosine of the given angle. Alright, so what we're going to do is just go ahead and actually calculate this out. 6.6, 6.6 squared plus 7.7 squared minus 2 times 6.6 times 7.7 times cosine of 40 degrees, cosine of 40 degrees, and I just want to make sure quickly that I'm still in degree mode, which I am, and I'm ready to multiply that out. And that gives me that A is 24.989. I'm going to type in that answer, 24.989. And I do have a problem. And I believe that what I've done here is the 24.989 should be squared, is A squared, but I only want A. So I'm going to take the square root of the answer, and that gives me 4.998 or 4.999. I'm going to put that answer in here. 4.998, check, and we have it there. So at this point I know all three of the sides and I know one angle, so I can solve for the other two angles one by one. So I click on solving for, and I'll solve for beta. We're going to do that using the law of sines, and we know that sine beta over b is equal to sine of alpha over a. Now here I no longer have the sine of 90 degrees in there, and so my calculation is going to take a little bit more time. But cross multiplying and then solving for sine of beta would give me 6.6 sine of 40 over 5, which gives me a value of 0.848. But recall that's a sine of beta, so I need the inverse sine of that answer, and that gives me 58.046. And that's correct when I enter it, but I'd still have to do the same thing for gamma. I'm going to run out of time on this video though.